y'all doing? I have a haul for you, and it requires some gloves because it's disgusting, but I'm so excited about it. So I haven't been doing a lot of hauls because I've been on a really like weird routine of just going out and doing kind of a big thrift and then immediately setting it up for whatnot auctions. I do my whatnot auctions every Thursday morning. And so it's just sort of been like I'm getting this stuff and kind of immediately putting it out, and I haven't given myself time to do videos. This stuff is, I was able to go to, a friend of mine is moving, and the family has been living in the home for, I don't know, whatever, at least since the 70s, because there's tons of 70s stuff here. So they let me come and take whatever I want from the attic. I am nowhere near completed. There's so much more up there. I am so excited about it. So it was at no financial cost to me, but there's going to be a lot of laundry and a lot of labor in this. So very excited though. So I'm going to go through and kind of, this is the pile. I'm going to just be like sorting through it and trying to like categorize it into whatever. I gotta get it not being a giant pile in my house while I deal with all of this stuff, right? So I'm just gonna go in. I did sort of categorize some of it yesterday, so you'll see sort of a lot of the same types of things. It's a mix of women's, men's, and kids' clothes, mostly women's and kids, but there's some menswear. So these are jeans, obviously. And I'm gonna try to fold all these up. So there's some recognizable brands. I think that the majority of these are like a 30-inch waist men's size. These don't seem to have any kind of brand on them. You can see that, you know, the dirt. And I'm wearing gloves because when I went through and got all this stuff yesterday, I had to scrub out, oh my God, a puff of dirt just came out of these pants. I had to scrub dirt from out of under my fingernails, and I do not want to do that again today. So, you know, all right, this is a fun pair of Lee jeans. Look at the pockets on these. How fun are those? Look at the dirt. You can see the little Lee tag. And then, let me see if there's a fun tag in this one. No, oh, they're so stinky. So most of the jeans, I'm probably just gonna try and run through wash cycles. And these, look, these are also fun, by the way. They have this like, sort of like denim tuxedo stripe down the side, and they're a little bit flared. They're super cute. I'm gonna try and just run these through a regular wash cycle, I think. Like, go to the laundromat. But they're so filthy that I feel like the plain dirt needs to be washed out of them. I just can't fathom rinsing these at home. They're jeans, they're heavy. So these are Landlubber, brand we all know and love. They do have a big rip here. They seem to be lower rise, and they got like a little flare going on. And they're just like in great distressed condition. They're amazing. Obviously, little pockets there on the front. So there we go. Fold these up. Okay. I'm gonna try and pull you guys a little closer because I feel like you're so far away. Is that workable? Yeah, that's still cool. All right. Let's see. My pile is very. So this is part of a little suit. It does say it's machine washable, so I am gonna put it in this little bag. You can see there's like all sorts of whatever linty stuff. There did seem to be some squirrels or critters living in the attic. The majority of the stuff that I pulled yesterday didn't seem to be like nested into this. Most of this stuff was hanging on a rack through the attic, but it was just exposed to the attic elements, so it's just filthy, dusty. But this is just a really cool, I don't know that I'd call it denim. It's kind of a cross between like, maybe it's like a denim colored twill. I don't know. Here's the tag in case you care. Contact. So I'm very excited about it. I think this is a men's size, but it's pretty small. It's a 36 size on the jacket. So, whatever. I generally model the stuff that I'm selling when I can, but I don't know that I'll be able to do that for a lot of these pieces. Oh yeah, these pants do go with that jacket. So, and they just have sort of a very jeans look to them. I already like having struggles with breathing. Look at, sort of flared again, wide flared. The dust on this is crazy, but I'm very excited. There's so much of it to deal with that I have to put some of it away, because I just can't manage washing it all. I don't know that most of this is going to be like throw it in the wash and you're done. Like there's a lot of soaking involved. You know, dirty corduroys, obviously. No brand, I don't think. Nothing, you know. Oh, there is, yeah, there. His. There. Kind of. Anyway, you know, so I think that the jeans and the corduroys and whatnot are clearly sort of easy enough to try and just toss in a washer in bulk. So that's probably what I'll try and do. I'll run them through one cycle. If they still seem foul, I'll run them through again. These are neat, just khaki kind of pants. Are these the ones? Yeah, the pocket is all like, hi. And they don't have a brand marked on them, but they're just cool. I essentially took pretty much everything. So in a case like this where you know, I'm not paying for anything, they're clearing out the house, I will generally kind of take everything and then donate what I'm not going to want to list myself, or, you know, throw things away where necessary. I was, you know, being a little bit, I was sorting a little bit yesterday when I was there, going through and like getting rid of some stuff that, I'm holding it up. I'm forgetting where my camera lens is. Anyway, they're Levi's. And these, yeah, so these are a 30-32 is the size. And I think, so I don't know if you guys know how to read Levi's tags. I'm in a Levi's group on Facebook. I realized that I totally just switched topics there, and I'm sorry, but you're used to it, I think. I'm in a Levi's group on Facebook that has like a bunch of educational content about how to date vintage Levi's. So I think these might be 1978. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. It's not focusing well, but that tiny number right here says 78, I think. The trouble with Levi's tags is that they tend to change up their date codes, but the Levi's group on Facebook is really helpful. They've got some photos of older tags for reference. I mean, this is little e Levi's, so we know it's after after 71. So, all right, so much good stuff. These are some more jeans. These are, who are these? Oh, this is a brand, it just says cheap something, cheap jeans, but you know, ripped pocket. These are probably like larger kid or maybe young teenager jeans, I'm not sure. So they're fantastic though. And something like this, I'll try to list them. Maybe I'd put them up on like Depop for, you know, skinny young people. Or skinny, not young people, whatever, tiny, skinny adults, but super cool. All right, let's see. Still got more jeans. These I think are just Lee's. Very dark. Yeah. So vintage Lee jeans. Here's the tag on these. 29.34. So you can't see that super well, but whatever. You got the general idea. I'm more showing you the tags for like, you know, the age and looking at old tags, which is always fun for me. So put these away. I feel like I should also have worn a face mask, but that would be unpleasant. Okay, so I'm done with the jeans. Hi, coffee. I did set myself a 30-minute timer so that I could do this in pieces, so you're not watching one ridiculously massive video. So that's my jeans. trying to also organize this, and this is not gonna go super well, but the next on the pile here is kind of my tissue from yesterday when I was sorting. Stuff that needs like hand washing and more delicate work. So we're gonna do that. So this is just a very cute and very basic little tank top. It is silk, and it does have a hole back here, along with the stains, obviously. So what I am going to do with this, right, I am going to try and just hand rinse this. I'll show you the tag also. I really like the Royal Silk. I really like the cut of this and the design, and it's sort of a throwback to like an Edwardian style. I mean, it's like probably 70s or 80s. So what I'm going to do with this is try and wash it, rinse it off, whatever, hand wash it, and then maybe dye it depending on how it comes out. But I'm going to list this as more of like a sort of grunge, distressed kind of thing, right? I think this works really well for that type of stuff. And I think that it'll have a nice market for it. It may fall apart when I try to wash it. It seemed pretty stable, like I was doing. So something like this, let's see, watch me make a liar out of myself, but I'll just take the fabric and just kind of tug. And it didn't shatter there. Now, obviously the spot with the hole is gonna be more delicate, but the garment in general is pretty stable. So there we go. I don't have a bag for this. We're gonna put it on the floor. This is just a very cute, also a silk blouse. So this has this fading, right? Again, these were just in an attic exposed. There was a window, sort of, it's like an attic, you know, the peaked roof and has a window at one end kind of thing. So some of this stuff did have that exposure. It still looks kind of cool. We'll see what happens. I'm going to, here's the tag. You know, I'll hand wash it, and there's like a spot back here that's sort of bleached out. So my options with this could be that I hand wash it and try to sell it as is. Again, with more of like a mind to a grungy, distressed, fairy core, fairy goblin, that kind of aesthetic. If you're not familiar with these terms, it's because they're TikTok-y and young people and depop-y. So I don't even know that fairy goblin is still a thing. They change every 15 minutes. But I'll try and list it that way. Maybe I'll try to bleach it out, but it's silk, so I'm scared. So we'll see. If I bleach it out, we'll see what the color looks like at that point. You know, you just play around with it. It's already destroyed, right? So I'm not really ruining it further. I'm just trying to see what I can do with it now that it's been destroyed. Here, this is really cute. This is one of the kids' pieces, and I believe it's handmade. There were no tags. Look at that cute little dress. It's obviously filthy. It is a Swiss dot fabric, and then it's got these little embroidered berries, roses, right? It's so cute. Yeah, I thought I saw a tag for a second, but it was just the embroidery. So the neckline is, yeah, it's kind of stretched out elastic, but that's okay. Adorable. So I'm going to try and see how this comes out. I did mention that I've been selling on Whatnot, and I know I've spoken about Whatnot before. I feel like there's a very specific Whatnot crowd, and I get if Whatnot is like not your jam. I'll go through what that is again in a second. Here's just another beautiful silk blouse, and this one doesn't have any stains or holes, so look at that lace, so pretty. Again, this is probably like 70s era. There's a lot of 70s era stuff, which makes sense based on what I know of the people who live there. Silk, whatever, boring tag. Where's the cute one? It's not even that cute. It's just the, yeah, there. So, tag. Really pretty little. So, Whatnot is a live auction site. So it's kind of like YouTube meets eBay, right? You go on, you are live, and you're showing garments just like I do during a haul video, except, you know, with measurements and people bid on them. So it's been growing a lot. This belongs to a dress that I'll show you eventually in here somewhere. There is a growing vintage community on there that I've been enjoying, but for me, Whatnot I try to keep most of my prices starting at like 10, $15. I definitely have some auctions that I'll start at like 20, 25. On rare occasion, I'll have something that I'll start at 40, but these are all things that I'm starting way lower than I would put them up on eBay or Etsy for. For the most part, my starting prices are my selling prices. So I definitely, if I'm listing something for $10, it's either because I've had it for 5 years and I'm sick of looking at it, or I got it for like $2 or $3. I do have regular customers who come back each week. I do have occasionally items that will get bid up a little bit. I don't get giant bidding wars at this point, but I'm still building my platform. And I generally tend to make around $200 before fees through a show. I do one show a week. It's about 2 hours, the show itself. And, it's nice, reliable, steady income. And that result is generally from having between 10 and 20 people attend my shows each week. So I feel like that's impressive considering how big the audience is, right? It's not a huge audience, and I am building, and it's fun. And obviously I get inventory. If I don't sell it on Whatnot, then I list it on Etsy, eBay, etc. And that's kind of how I play that. This is just a very pretty shawl. As you can see, I don't know if it's folded. I think it's triangular. Yeah, it's just triangular. So it's very pretty. I'm going to hand wash that. It stinks, but it seems to be in good condition. Otherwise, there does seem to be a tag here. No, it's a dry cleaner tag. We ain't dry cleaning this. She gonna get washed in the sink. So there's that. All right. Anyway, so some of this stuff may end up on Whatnot. One of the downfalls with this lot is it's not super size inclusive, but it's got some amazing stuff. This particular dress is older. I don't know if this is gonna be rehabilitatable, but we'll give it a shot. As you can see, it's like supposed to be white, I'm sure, and then it's got these flowers on it. So let me show you the tag first because the tag's adorable. All right, look at that, soubrette. And then, so the dress itself mostly looks white on the front. The sleeves have these flowers, but then the back panel has the embroidered flowers. I do think this is more of a 50s era. If you just look at the construction, structured waistline. It had a belt at some point, but it's missing the belt. I know this is like, so I don't know that I'll be able to save this because I think if I do anything to be able to get the dirt out, the color on the flowers is going to run. But again, let's see what happens. How much dirt can I get out? Maybe the color runs, but I dye it pink or something. Who knows? We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. This is a tie that I randomly found. It's so awesome. Look at this. I love this tie. It is also dirty, and I don't think it had, it has no tag, so I don't know what the fiber content on this is. It was on like a weird dry cleaner card, but I'm gonna have to, again, rinse this out and see what happens. I'm hoping it doesn't bleed. The color's fantastic. The print is amazing, but I can't just throw it in a washing machine, or rather, I won't just throw it in a washing machine. All right, this skirt, so awesome. It looks embroidered, but it's not. The fabric is printed this way. It's a midi length skirt. And all of these are pretty small. The waists on the pieces that I've measured are about 26 inches. So size extra small, maybe a small. A lot of them have been hemmed. Additionally, oh God. So I've been taking some of the hems down. Anyway, so this is that. Very cute. Here's I think this is possibly handmade too, because it doesn't have any tags in it, but they're really well made. Like these are not, the only reason I'm thinking they're handmade is because they don't have tags. So, and I know that the mother in the family, or maybe the grandmother as well, made a lot of the clothes for the kids. So it stands to reason that they'd be making clothes for the adults. This is just a basic silk blouse. So not normally my jam, but I took it because I was basically just taking everything. It's cute, So, oh my God. These gloves are making my hands sweat, which is making the rest of me sweat. I can't fold this blouse properly. And the dirt is, like, I really feel like I need to wear a respirator. The next time I go to the house, I'm definitely wearing a mask and gloves. So, and the attic has so much more stuff in it still. It's amazing. All right, this is just a basic red sweater, 80s style, dolman sleeves. It's cute. Chows. I don't know what the fiber content is. The tag is super faded out. I tried to read it. I believe it's lamb's wool and polyester blend. So I'm going to try and wash this by hand. It also needs like some serious sweater shaving kind of activity. So there we go. This is just a very, cute little baby sweater, and it's just got the kid's name embroidered there. So, but you can see, filthy. Because this has an actual name and it's just a white cardigan, if it doesn't rehab, well, I don't feel super bad about throwing this out. This one, oh my God, there's no way I'm throwing this out, but look at this. So I don't remember if I showed you in another video, this same family, they once had just a bag of kids' clothes that looked like they were headed for the garbage. And I was over at their house. I was like, you're not throwing this out, right? These are for me, I'm assuming. And so they had a couple of similar type sweaters, which I still haven't done anything with. So you can see how, somebody was obviously not only making these, but like excellently, it's just amazing skill. This poor little sweater is very filthy and did have a lot of damage from critters. There's like giant holes over here, right? This is obviously filthy, but look at that. So there's another big hole. So what I am going to do with this, I'm going to wash it, and then I'm going to sew up, and over here there's like little moth tracks or whatever. I'm going to wash it, and then I'm going to sew up the holes. It will still look kind of janky. Like when I repair sweaters, I'm just closing the hole up with some thread. Like I don't weave, I don't knit it closed. I don't know how to do that shit. So I'm just sewing it closed, but it makes it functional and I can sell it, and it's so freaking cute. It's amazing. Okay. This is the prom dress that belt went to, and it seems to be a really nice shape. This is like 80s, I'm gonna guess. AJ Bari. And a little puff sleeve action, look at that. And then a little tiered, very cute. It does have like some dirty patches. I don't know if you can see that very well. So I'm gonna wash this by hand. I don't know if this tells me what it's made out of. It obviously says dry clean only, but it's a prom dress. So again, it's not very usable or sellable in its current condition. Oh yeah, I don't know if you can see that. There's like water marking all down here. So it has to be washed. So if it doesn't survive hand washing, then it doesn't survive, but I couldn't have sold it really anyway. So put her little belt. There we go. This is so much fun. Another phenomenal kid's sweater. I love to say, look at that. So the back, plain, and has some serious fade going on. We don't care about the fade. Fucking clowns. Sleeve, it's filthy, but it doesn't seem to have the squirrel holes. And this is big enough of a kid size that we might be able to turn this into like an extra small or small women's little cropped, cute little sweater, which we will absolutely do if I can get away with it. Love it. So cute. I don't do particularly well with kids' clothes. Like even really amazing stuff, I post it and I don't feel like I do that well selling it. I probably will do a kids show on Whatnot, but that clown sweater at least is probably just going to end up on Etsy or Depop. The squirrel sweater made too. I don't know. This is just a little wrap skirt. So I think it's silk. Sorry, I don't know why I'm, yeah, 100% silk. That's the tag. God, I can't breathe. It's got this real cute buckle detail on the front. So normally I would be really tempted to OxyClean this, but I think you know, silk and OxyClean don't get along well at all. And also it's got the little metal buckles, and I'm not all into the whole, like, take the metal parts off. Like, I can't, it's too much for me. And then when I put it back on, it's gonna look all janky. All right, this is really cute, yes. So what I love about this is it's a little sort of a matching set, but not. I don't know if there's like another component of this still in the attic. So this is a little kid's dress, top, whatever. It's going to be hard for you to see this pattern, I think, but it's really pretty pink and purple paisley florals. So cute. It probably was sort of more elasticized at one point, but whatever. And it's like a gauzy semi-sheer fabric. Adorable. And then it's got a little matching skirt for Mom. Look at that. Mom was very tiny. Again, like 26-inch waist. But this skirt is so pretty. It looks like a totally different color because it's way more filthy, but it's also lined. It's so cute. So I'm very excited. I will most likely not list them together because the odds of finding somebody who wants this size skirt and has that size child, you know, but who knows. This dress is another, there were a couple of 50s era pieces up there, so I don't know how many more might be up there. I feel like there may be more because I took the stuff that was like most accessible, but we'll see. This was on the rack. So this is a pink, I think, silk. The whole front of this is open because the seams just popped, so I will have to repair that. But, you know, give it a shot. It's in great shape otherwise. There's the tag, which you can't really see. It says, I can't read it, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's not like some big brand. But just a cute little, like, 50s, I think, silk day dress. It's in pretty good condition. It doesn't seem to have a lot of staining, but it does have, obviously, those seams are popped. The hem is all taken out. It reeks. It's so filthy, but that's okay. All right, and I am just about at 30 minutes, so I'm going to stop here for y'all and then give you part 2.